Senate on the 15th of February, the year 2024, for consideration, and this is pursuant to the provisions of the Public Finance. The consideration should be done within a timeline of 14 days. This means that the time will be lapsing on the 29th of February 2024, and it is a statement or a budget policy statement that needs to be considered, or whose consideration involves all standing committees, stakeholder engagement, reporting by the standing committees to the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, and consideration and approval of the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget by the Senate. It's a process that actually requires a number of time, or enough time for it to be fully and adequately considered. Although with regards to the laws or standing laws, then it's that it needs to be considered within 14 days. But in this motion, the leader of the majority party, Honorable Aaron Cheriot, in the Senate will be seeking to have the House extend this particular time frame for the consideration of the budget policy statement. And this is pursuant to the House Standing Order 186. 186 that talks on the presentation of the budget policy statement, that every year, not later than 15th of February, the Cabinet Secretary responsible for finance shall submit to the Senate a budget policy statement which shall be deemed to have been laid. And as I had indicated earlier, is that this budget policy statement was tabled at the Senate on the 15th of February. And just to expound on what exactly is entailed, is that the budget policy statement includes an assessment of the current state of the economy and financial outlook over the medium term, including macroeconomic forecast. The financial outlook will respect to government, or with respect to government revenues, expenditures and borrowing for next financial year and over the medium term. The proposed expenditure limits for the national government, including those Parliament and judiciary indicative transfers to the county governments, the fiscal responsibility principles and financial objectives over the medium term, including limits on total annual debt, and the proposed division of revenue raised nationally between the national government and county governments, including proposed conditional grants, if any. The budget policy statement shall detail the criteria used to allocate or apportion the available public revenues among the two levels of government and various programs and projects. So basically speaking, is that this process has already begun. Remember, the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury already tabled or presented this budget policy to the Senate, and it was tabled on the 15th of February. And this morning, with all the considerations that it involves, then the Senate Majority Leader Honorable Aaron Cheriot will be seeking to have the House, of course, pursuant to the House Standing Order 186, that the Senate extends the time for consideration of the 2024 budget policy statement by a further 7 days. Remember, pursuant or according to the law, is that the consideration of this budget policy statement should be done within 14 days. That is the timeline that is normally allocated for such a process. But considering what it involves and all the stages that it has to go through, including the starting committee and the stakeholder engagements and the reporting that has to be done, then the House will be required, or might be required, to have the consideration, or the time period for the consideration of this statement be extended by a further 14 days, or a further 7 days. This means that there will be 21 days to be able to look into this budget policy statement, and that means that the end of the consideration for this particular statement will be by 7th of March, the year 2024. Earlier on would have been the 29th of February, but because of the extension that will this morning be decided upon, then the members will have up to the 7th of March to consider and determine what the budget policy entails. This is a live broadcast, and as you can see, the Speaker of the Senate, Honorable Amason Jeffakingi, has stepped into the chambers. He will be presiding over this morning Senate proceedings. Allow me to hand you over to this broadcast brought to you by PBU in partnership with KBC. Good morning.
Tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, twakusihi ututazame kwa neema nyingi na baraka sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita kwa nyadhifa za uongozi katika jamhuri yetu. Twakuomba utuajalie tuyatenda na kuyafikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi hii yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Clerk, do we have quorum? We do? All right. We proceed then. Call the first order.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Order number 6, notices of motion.
The Honorable Senator William Cheptumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion. Declaration of cat rustling and banditry as a national disaster and establishment of a special fund for victims. They are aware that cat rustling and banditry is a major menace and security threat in South and North Rift regions and some other regions of the country. Concerned that the menace has since left irreparable and negative socio-economic impact, which include but not limited to increased number of widowers, orphan children, poverty, displacement of people, leading to internally displaced persons, IDPs, disruption of education, health, and other programs, economic activities owing to the destruction and or closure of educational, health, and other institutions. Further concern that the people living in the affected regions have been denied the enjoyment of their social, economic, and political rights as guaranteed to them under the Bill of Rights as enshrined in Chapter 4 of our Constitution. Now, therefore, the Senate resolves that the national government, through the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, and in collaboration with the Council of Governors. 1, declare cattle rustling and banditry as a national disaster. 2, establish a national task force on cattle rustling and banditry. 2, 1, investigate the causes of the rampant cattle rustling and banditry in the said regions and the country at large. 2, establish the extent of suffering, loss, and damage the cattle rustling and banditry has occasioned to the communities in all the affected counties. 3, create a special fund for mitigating the losses suffered by and in compensating all victims of cattle rustling and banditry, and settle all internally displaced persons occasioned by the menace. Thank you, Mr. And then D, Mr. Speaker. That is all, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Next order, clerk. Next order, please.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Now, honorable senators, we had 5 questions that are due for response today. Unfortunately, we do not have the cabinet secretaries present today for purposes of responding to these questions. The absence was well explained during the SBC, and therefore it was then agreed that these questions will come up for response next week. Therefore, we will not have the question time today. We will proceed to the next order, which is order number 8. Clerk, kindly proceed to call that order.
Order number 8, Committee of the Whole. The Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, Senate Bills number 30 of 2023. Order number 9, Committee of the Whole. The County Licensing Uniform Procedure Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2022. Order number 10, Committee of the Whole. The Agriculture and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of 2022. Division. Order number 11, Committee of the Whole. The Mang Beans Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of 2022, Division. Order number 12, Committee of the Whole. The Startup Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2022, Division. Order number 13, Committee of the Whole. The Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bills number 7 of 2023, Division. Order number 14, Committee of the Whole. The Kenyan Sign Language Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2023, Division.
Sergeant at Arms. So,
sawa, wala wako na suficiente, wala wako ndani wasiende.
So if you are just joining us, this is the live proceeding of the Senate morning sitting. And currently what is happening is that the senators are preparing to vote on, to take a vote on about 7 bills that have been committed to the Committee of the Whole House stage. And those are just preparations that the members get into a position to be able to vote. As you can see, that is the Senate Majority Leader, Honorable Aaron Cheriot, of course, counting the numbers of the members in the chambers. What is needed is that the House has to have quorum during the voting or division stage. This is pursuant to the House Standing Order number 42. It indicates that if from the number of senators taking part in electronic vote or roll call division, it appears that the senators do not themselves constitute a quorum, the vote or division shall be invalid and the business then under consideration shall be stood over until the next sitting, and the Speaker shall proceed as if his or her attention had been drawn to the absence of a quorum. But if after so proceeding a quorum is then present, the next business shall be entered upon. So basically what we are seeing now is that members will be expected to walk into the chambers. As you can see at the door, we have seen a number of members, of course, getting into the chambers. On normal occasions at the beginning of House business, a number of 15 members are required inside the chambers, but during a division or voting, there has to be about 25 members, so that the decision that will be made with regards to that business that will be being voted upon then will be substantiated by a good number of members. So a division break is on. Of course, this is to enable or allow the members who may be within the precincts of the chambers but not inside the chambers then to make their way at or rather inside the chambers, and those are members walking in. That's the yeah. And of course we have been seeing the process of whipping members from outside, of course, to walk in, to get into the chambers. These are 7 bills that debate already were concluded, or debate already was concluded at the Committee of the Whole House stage. And as per the tradition is that once a bill or debate is concluded on a bill, then of course there are usually recommendations or amendments or proposals to a number of clauses on those bills, and in this manner then there requires the division process or the voting process, and this is to make it clear on whether the members will be accepting or refusing the amendments or proposals or recommendations that have been forwarded by various members or even committees on, or rather with regards to the clauses in those bills. So this morning, 7 bills are lined up for division, and the bills include the Kenya Sign Language Bill. It's a bill that is originating from the Senate, a bill that was tabled by the Honorable Senator Professor Margaret Kamar and Senator Crystal Asige. There is the Persons with Disabilities Bill, originating also from the Senate. It's the bill that was tabled by Crystal Asige. So allow me to hand you over to this live broadcast. Good morning.
Licensing Uniform Procedure Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2022. And we will proceed to division. Canvassing on the clauses was already concluded. So we're proceeding for division. And I would like to request the Sergeant at Arms to ring the bell for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. We can verify if we have the numbers, then it's.
Well, all right, that is a 5-minute quorum bell for division that has been as directed by Honorable Catherine Muma, who sits at the Speaker's panel, and she is the one who will be chairing this committee of the whole house stage. As you have seen, members have just trickled into the chambers. We require a total of 25 members for such a process, that is voting on a bill or a division on a bill. And this morning, 7 bills that have already been considered at the committee of the whole house stage before the Senate, that this morning they will be taking a vote on it. Whether it will be electronic voting or roll call, we will be seeing that. But on normal occasions, it has been electronic voting. So these bills include the county. All right, let me hand you over, since we have the quorum. Let me hand you over for this live broadcast. Good morning.
Honorable members, we are now moving to division. Can I kindly request that you all log out, and the Sergeant at Arms to withdraw all unattended cards. Sergeant at Arms, please draw the bar and close the doors as well.
Of numbers, Innocent, tuko na 25.
Honorable Senators, I now put the question that new clause 26A be now read a second time. You can start to vote. Honorable Senators, it is the County Licensing Uniform Procedures Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2022. And we are proceeding to division. We are in division. Are you okay?
Hello?
Where are the others?
Wapi mazazi yako wapi? Yanaiba. Edama sifu. System inafanya.
You need how many?
24, at least 24.
And
At
then
least
what?
24. So
And then what?
the next one, when we get the numbers 24, we should have assisted voters. So if there are any assisted voters, we are going to cross-check against the list. Then we'll call out the ones who are here.
Senator Kisang. Senator Mazaya. Mundiki yako alipiga. Senator Mundiki. Okay.
Innocent, mwambie eti atoe, anasema, oh, it's too late.
Is it locked? Senator Okech, Senator Ogola, Senator Mudhama.
Siku za majani walikuwa wanajua kupiga kura ili vijana gani wanatuma. Shida ni kwamba
Senator Onyonka.
Mudhama.
To vote. You are now an assisted voter. Senator Kisang?
Kisang is absent.
No. Senator Ledama? Senator Ledama, come and vote. Honorable Senators, the results for the second division are as follows. The ayes 31, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Next division, all clauses. I put the question that clauses 3, 4 as amended, 5, 6 as amended, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 as amended, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 as amended, 24 as amended, 25, 26, 27, 28 as amended, new clause 26A, clause 2, the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now vote. Senator Onyonka, Senator Ogola, Senator Ledama. It didn't work. Senator Modama. Senator Lelengwe.
Senator Mofire.
Senator Mofire.
Senator Mungatana.
Senator Mungatana.
We'll go to equalization after.
Well, as you can see on your screen, those are some of the clauses, actually all the clauses, that there are some amendments that had been proposed to those particular clauses. This is the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Service Bill, originating from the Senate, Bill number 12 of 2022. This is a bill by Honorable Senator Maureen Tabitha Mutinda. And of course, let's hear what the chair has to say about the vote.
The ayes have it. Order, honorable senators. We are now moving to the next bill, which is the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, Senate Bills number 30 of 2023. We now move into division. New clauses. New clause. I put the question that new clause 7 be now read a second time. Order, honorable members. You haven't projected it.
Well, the voting continues at the Senate, and this is the third bill that had been considered at the Committee of the Whole House stage, and it is now under the division stage, where members are voting on the new clause 7. This is an amendment on the bill. It is the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, a bill originating from the Senate, and that was moved by the Chairperson Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, Honorable Ali Roba. And in this bill, there is a new clause, that is new clause 7, and it indicates that the authority of the board to issue monies out of the fund under Section 3 shall continue in force until all the projects identified in each ward, specified in the third column of the schedule, are complete. The clause 7, part 2, indicates that the Act shall be sufficient authority for the Controller of Budget to authorize withdrawal of funds from the Equalization Fund for the amounts specified for each county, specified in the first column of the schedule, where the projects are implemented for a period beyond one financial year.
I signed it already.
Another one. See?
Chotsi, kuja bwana. Wacha story mingi na kumekuwa sandwich huko.
The Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, which is currently under division at the Senate chambers, as you can see, voting is underway, is a bill that seeks to provide for payments out of the Equalization Fund for the financial year 2023-2024. A look at what the Equalization Fund means is that it's established under the Constitution to facilitate the provision of basic services, including water, roads, health facilities, and electricity, to marginalized areas to the extent necessary to bring the quality of those services in those areas to the level generally enjoyed by the rest of the nation so far as possible. This bill proposes a legal framework for the issuance of monies out of the Equalization Fund to counties in which marginalized areas fall for the provision of crucial basic services. That is the bill that is currently under the voting process, with a new clause having been inserted into the bill. This follows amendments to the Equalization Fund appropriation bill at the committee stage. Remember, once the bill completes its process of debate at the Committee of the Whole House stage, there are usually amendments that are proposed either by the committee or individual members, and these clauses or proposals or amendments are usually
and schedule with amendments. I put the question that the schedule and clause 1 be amended as proposed. You may now vote. Senator Ogola, Senator Olekina, Senator Osotsi. Move to a different seat. They cannot be helped with education. Honourable Senators, these are the results for the second division on this bill. The ayes 33, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Next division, all clauses.
No, the next one. Sorry. please.
Next division, all clauses, if amendments are carried. I put the question that clause 3, clause 4, clause 5, clause 6, new clause 7, the schedule as amended, clause 2, the title, and clause 1 as amended be part of the bill. You may now vote. Senators, please vote. Please vote. Senator Osotsi, Senator Wambua, Senator Boni.
Innocent.
Senator Mondege. The results for this division are as follows: the ayes 34, the nays 0, the abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Honorable members, we are now moving to the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of 2022. And we are moving to division for first division, new clauses. I put the question that new clauses 26A, 26B, 26C, 26D, 26E, and 32A be now read a second time. You may now vote. Not yet. Is it okay? Just pause for a second.
Well, the voting process is now underway on the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Services Bill, bill originating from the Senate. And the principal object of this bill is to provide for the policy and institutional framework within which the agricultural and livestock industry operates by, among others, establishing the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Service, which will be managed by the board or by a board of directors. Agriculture is said to be the backbone of the country. A majority of Kenyans depend on agriculture, either directly by feeding their families or through trading of agricultural and livestock commodities to generate an income or earn or eke a living, for that matter, to help their families and improve their livelihoods. However, over the years, the returns have been dwindling due to mainly poor performance of both crops and livestock, which can be attributed to climate change, poor production methods, pests and diseases, among others. Remember, this is a bill by the Honorable nominated Senator Tabitha Mutinda, and according to the senator, whose bill has a number of amendments to it, and that is what the members will be voting on this morning, indicates that with regards to the returns dwindling, there is...
No, it's a technical thing on here. It's on the system. It's on the system.
But then the next bill will not be able to release because of the system.
No. I don't know whether... Honorable Senators, we are now moving to the Mang Beans Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of 2022. We are moving to division now. Going to division on new clauses, I put the question that new clause 22A be now read a second time. Okay. Put it in. You may now vote, Honorable Senators.
Well, the Mang Bills bill principal object is to provide for the development, regulation and promotion of the mung bean sector in Kenya. It provides for the support of farmers of mung beans in each county in the production of marketing of their produce. Remember, this is a bill originating from the Senate by the Honorable Senator Enoch Wambua. And there are a number of clauses that amendments had been proposed to them. And the members this morning will be voting on the new clauses. For instance, now they are voting on that new clause 22A be read a second time. We will be taking a look at what that clause entails. But the bill provides for the regulation of the production and sale of mung bean products by county governments and the Agriculture and Food Authority. It also encourages the use of mung beans as a food security item by the national and county governments in their various feeding policies and programs. This bill, once enacted, will confer the Cabinet Secretary responsible for agriculture the power to make regulations for the purpose of bringing into effect the provisions contained in this bill. This particular bill concerns county governments in the fact that it contains provisions relating to the development, regulation and promotion of the mung bean sector. And mung bean is an agricultural produce. So this is a bill. We will be looking at some of the amendments or clauses that have received amendments in this particular bill. But the voting is on the new clause 22A on whether it will or should be read a second time. And once the voting is done, then we'll be able to know the results of that particular decision that will have been taken by the members of the Senate on that item. Clause 7, Clause 10 on the bill are also part of the clauses that have received some amendments and will be voted on this morning. The new clause 22A is on safeguard measures. This one indicates that subject to the regional and international trade agreements to which Kenya is a party, all mung beans imports into the country shall be subject to the prevailing import duties, taxes, and other tariffs, and such imports shall be controlled by the authority. 22A Part 2 indicates that the Cabinet Secretary shall implement such safeguard measures as may be necessary to protect the industry from unfair trade practices. This is a new clause that has been inserted into the bill, which requires or talks about the safeguard measures. And 22A1 indicates that subject to the regional and international trade agreements to which Kenya is a party, all mung beans imports into the country shall be subject to the prevailing import duties, taxes, and other tariffs. Such imports shall be controlled by the authority, and the Cabinet Secretary shall implement such safeguard measures as may be necessary to protect the industry from unfair trade practices. That is the clause that the members are currently voting on. This is the
ayes 34, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. We now move to clauses with amendments. I put the question that clauses 7, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, and 19 be amended as proposed.
Innocent display.
Display. Let's move. Honorable members, you may now vote. Okay, who is there?
Clauses under consideration for voting include Clause 7. These are clauses that were initially in the bill. It's not a new clause. Remember, the earlier voting was on Clause 22, which is a new clause in the bill. but these are clauses that have been, or other amendments have been proposed to, and these include the clause number 7, clause 10, clause 11, 13, 15, 16, and 19. This is with regards to the Mang Beans Bill originating from the Senate, Bill number 13 of 2022, a bill by the Honorable Senator Enoch Wambua, and it is a bill that seeks. It is a bill that seeks to provide for the regulation of production and sale of mung beans products by the county governments and the Agriculture and Food Authority. A look at what Clause 7 indicates is that Clause 7 to be amended and bring on board words including in consultation with the Council of County Governors immediately after the words Cabinet Secretary. Remember, this is a bill that was indicated to concern county governments. So this particular proposals seeks to bring on board the consultation with the Council of County Governors. Clause number 10, Part 1 indicates that each county, this one is on County Licensing Committee, indicates that each county executive committee member responsible for matters relating to trade shall, for the effective performance, establish a county licensing committee. These are amendments that have been brought forth to the clause number 10, introducing county licensing committee, and proposes that each county executive committee member responsible for matters relating to trade shall, for the effective performance of Section 9, establish a county licensing committee. That particular county licensing committee shall consist a chairperson, one person representing growers of mung beans in the respective county, one public officer in the department responsible for agriculture with relevant experience in matters relating to agriculture, and two public officers in the department responsible for trade with relevant experience in matters relating to trade and finance. Clause 10, Part 3 to B indicate that the chairperson and the member under subsection 2B, that is the one person representing growers of mung beans in the respective county, shall be competitively recruited by the County Public Service Board and appointed by the County Executive Committee member. Part 4 indicates that the County Executive Committee member shall appoint the persons in subsection 2A, that is 2A is the chairperson and 2B by notice in the Gazette. If you are just joining us, is that members of the Senate this morning are at the Committee of the Whole House stage considering 7 bills or a number of bills that are at the division stage, and voting has been underway. Currently is the Mang Beans Bill originating from the Senate, Bill number 13 of 2022 by Honorable Senator Enoch Wambua, a bill that has a new clause 22A that has been agreed upon, which talks about the safeguard measures with regards to imports from or other imports that come into the country, as well as amendments to a number of clauses. There is clause 7, clause 10.
The results for the next for this division are ayes 35, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Next division, all clauses. I put the question that clause 3, clause 4, clause 5, clause 6, clause 7 as amended, clause 8, clause 9, clause 10 as amended, clause 11 as amended, clause 12, clause 13 as amended, clause 14, clause 15 as amended, clause 16 as amended, clause 17, clause 18, clause 19 as amended, clause 20, clause 21, clause 22, clause 23, clause 24, new clause 22A, clause 2, the title, and Clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now vote.
Well, the Mang Bins Bill 2022 is a bill that has a total of 24 clauses, and there are a number of clauses that had received amendments to it from various members, and the voting is now underway on all the clauses as indicated. As you can see on the screen, is that members are taking a vote on the clauses in this bill. It is a bill that has a total of 24 clauses, with just a few receiving a number of, or rather various amendments to it. So the Mang bill is one that has been tabled by the Honourable Member Enoch Wambua, and it is a bill that seeks to provide for the development, regulation, and promotion of the Mang bean sector in Kenya. It provides for the support of farmers of Mang beans in each county in the production as well as in the marketing of their produce.
Senator Okech, please. Yeah. The members of the Senate this morning considering a number of bills at the Committee of the Whole House stage, but debate on the bills already concluded. And what is happening is that these bills have been or are at the division process or at the division stage. Currently, division is on the Mang Beans Bill 2022, a bill that has a total of 24 clauses. The ayes 33, the nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it.
With respect to the imports that get into the country.
Senators, the next division is on the Startup Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2022. Clauses with amendments. I put the question that clauses 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 12, 13, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 30, 32, 33, and clause 2 be amended as proposed. You may now vote. Senator Ogola. Senator Sifuna. Senator Okech. Honourable Senators, the results for that division are as follows. The ayes 33, the nays 0, the abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Next division, all clauses. I put the question that clauses 3 as amended, 4 as amended, 5 as amended, 6, 7, 8 as amended, 9 as amended, 10, 11, 12 as amended, 13 as amended, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 as amended, 23 as amended, 24 as amended, 25, 26 as amended, 27 as amended, 28 as amended, 29, 30 as amended, 31, 32 as amended, 33 as amended, clause 34, clause 2 as amended, the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now vote. Senator Dulo, Senator Ogola.
Eddie Okech.
Senator Okech. Wachore hiyo mstari. Sema wachore mstari, it is illiterate people. My senator is also illiterate. Honorable Senators, the results for that division are as follows. The ayes 32, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. We now move back to the Agriculture and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of 2022. New clauses. I put the question that new clauses 26A, 26B, 26C, 26D, 26E, and 32A be now read a second time. You may begin to vote. Honorable Senators, please vote.
Well, consideration of the bills, that is the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Service Bill 2022, which is one of the bills that this morning the senators are considering at the division stage at the Committee of the Whole House, is now being considered and voting is on the clause 26A, 26B, 26C, 26D. And this bill seeks to provide for the policy and institutional framework within which the agricultural and livestock industry operates, by, among others, establishing the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Service, which will be managed by a board of directors. This is a bill that has been tabled by the Honorable Senator Tabitha Mutinda. And in this bill, the member indicates that agriculture is the backbone of the economy, the country's economy. That majority of Kenyans depend on agriculture,
Senator
either
Okech,
directly by feeding their families or through trading of agricultural and livestock commodities to generate an income. She continues to say that unfortunately over the years the returns have been dwindling due to mainly poor performance of both crops and livestock, which can be attributed to climate change, poor production methods, pests and diseases, among others. The author of the bill indicates that there is therefore a genuine need to set up a policy and institutional framework to support and guide the activities, operations and interactions within the industry, with the aim that the growth of the industry will result to a strengthened agricultural economy for the various counties across the country. The highlight of this bill is the setting up of a body which will be dedicated towards coming up with policies and strategies on extension services. And this bill proposes to invest in research so as to come up with crops and livestock breeds that will mature fast and also be able to withstand the current harsh climatic conditions. This bill sets up the roles of the county governments.
As follows: the ayes 32, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Clauses with amendments. I put the question that clauses 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 14, 26, 30, and 33 be amended as proposed. Start to vote.
So the voting continues on this particular bill. Remember, these are amendments that have been proposed to these bills, or rather to these two clauses, a number of clauses in this bill. Clause 4 has also amendments with new sub-clauses. This Clause 4 indicates that in developing the National Extension Services Policy, the Cabinet Secretary shall have regard to the need for an effective management and implementation structure at the national and county levels of government in order to ensure the effective development of the extension services. Adequate capacity development by imparting skills, knowledge and practices in support of players in the extension services sector. The effective participation of stakeholders and communities at the national and county levels of government. The development of appropriate strategies and mechanisms at the national and county levels of government necessary to support the development of extension services. The need to have a mechanism to monitor and evaluate the implementation of the policy in the development and regulation of the extension services, the resources required at the national and county levels of government for the effective implementation of the policy, the capacity building programs and strategies needed to be carried out to ensure that extension service providers are able to respond to the needs identified for the implementation of the policy. Remember, this is a bill that seeks to provide for policy and institutional framework within the agricultural and livestock, or rather within which the agricultural and livestock industry operates, by, among others, establishing the agricultural and livestock extension services, which will be managed by a board of directors. And there are a number of clauses in this bill that have received amendments with regards to the mandate that this bill seeks to bring on board to ensure that agriculture and livestock helps the country to get enough food, either by use or consumption by families, or trading of agriculture or livestock commodities to generate an income. And currently what members are voting on is on the amendments on Clause 3, Clause 4, Clause 5, Clause 8. Clause 8 has introduced the functions of the service.
That division are as follows: the ayes 33, nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it. All clauses. I put the question that Clause 3 as amended, Clause 4 as amended, Clause 5 as amended, Clause 6, Clause 7, Clause 8 as amended, Clause 9, Clause 10 as amended, Clause 11 as amended, Clause 12.
Umesikia sauti iko sawa?
Anataka kuona sura ati utoe kofia na polisi.
Oh, nitoe kofia?
Wakuone.
Umeniona vizuri sasa?
(26B), 26C, 26D, 26E, 32A, the schedule, Clause 2, the title, and Clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now vote. Senator Sifuna. Honourable Senators, the results for this division are ayes 32, nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it. Honourable members, we are now moving to the Kenyan Sign Language Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2023. Clauses for deletion. I put the question that clause 9 be deleted as proposed. Tunamaliza.
Kura moja.
Ni moja moja hii.
Moja moja ama kura moja.
Well, the members are now voting on Clause 9 of the Kenya Sign Language Bill, originating from the Senate, Bill number 9 of 2023. And the vote now is on deletion of Clause 9 of the bill. Before we look at what Clause 9 of the bill entails, let's see the objective of the bill. And it seeks to provide for the use of sign language in judicial proceedings, schools and public institutions to ensure that deaf learners are given the same opportunities as all other learners to be productive members of the society. Pursuant to articles of the Constitution, which designates human dignity.
The results for that division are as follows. The ayes 32, the nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it. Next division, clauses with amendments. I put the question that clauses 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 19 and clause 2 be amended as proposed. You may now vote.
The bill provides for the use of sign language in judicial proceedings, schools and public institutions to ensure that deaf learners are given the same opportunities as all other learners to be productive members of the society. Article 10(2) of the Constitution designates human dignity, equity and social justice, inclusiveness, equality, human rights, non-discrimination and protection of the marginalized as national values and principles of governance. Still within the Constitution is that it provides that a state shall promote the development and use of indigenous languages, Kenya Sign Language, Braille and other communication formats and technologies accessible to persons with disabilities. The Constitution also provides that a person with any disability is entitled to use sign language, Braille or other appropriate means of communication. And it further contemplates that public institutions shall put in place facilities to ensure the inclusion of deaf persons and persons who are hard of hearing in their processes. This is a bill that seeks to provide for the use of sign language in judicial proceedings, schools. amendments that have been proposed to the clauses.
Senators, the results for that division are as follows. The ayes 32, the nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Next division, all clauses. I put the question that clause 3, clause 4 as amended, clause 5, clause 6 as amended, clause 7 as amended, clause 8, clause 10 as amended, clause 11, clause 12 as amended, clause 13, clause 14, clause 15, clause 16, clause 17, clause 18, clause 19 as amended, clause 20, clause 2 as amended, the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. Haiko. It's not this. Honorable members, please vote. Just vote.
Then we retake that vote again.
Yeah, we take.
Yeah, just tell them to we're retaking that afresh.
Honorable Senators, we are retaking that vote. Right? Have you managed to? You have voted? Everybody has voted? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
No, but it's not indicating here.
It's not indicating. It's not indicating on there. So we will just... Yeah? They can start. Or what?
Just a moment. Can you tell them to start?
Honorable Senators, you can now vote.
No, it wasn't wrong.
Okay, there's something. You can now start, Senators.
Well, the voting is on the clauses as indicated on your screen. Some of the clauses that we can take a look at includes clause number 19. Number 19 on action plan, and indicates that the Cabinet Secretary shall, in consultation with most representative, register Association for the Deaf, National Council for Persons with Disabilities, and Council of County Governors develop a Kenyan Sign Language Action Plan 12 months upon the commencement of this act. Part 2 of clause 19 is that a plan developed under section 1 shall include an assessment of the accessibility of national and county government services by members of the deaf community. And Part B indicates that a statement on the actions proposed to be taken by national and county governments so as to take into consideration the needs of the deaf community in the delivery of services. So far, 30 members have voted, as we have just seen on the screen. Remember, the voting is on the amendments that have been made to various clauses in this bill. It is a bill that has a total of 20 clauses, and there have been proposals on amendments, or other proposals for amendments in a number of clauses in the bill, including clause 19, which we have just seen what it entails to achieve. Clause 12, which is also part of the clauses that have received amendments, indicates that a person shall be nominated as a registrar under section 1 if that person is a citizen of Kenya, holds a degree in social sciences or is its equivalent from a university recognized in Kenya, has at least 5 years experience in Kenyan Sign Language proficiency and meets the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. So the voting is on, and in a short while they will be done and move on to the next stage of this voting. But as you can see, voting has ended with 30 members having agreed to.
Senator Abbas.
Of this bill, that is the Kenya Sign Language bill originating from the Senate.
Honourable Senators, the results for that division are as follows. The ayes 32, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Honourable members, we are now moving to the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill number 7 of 2023. Honourable Senators, before we move into division, I'd like to invite the mover, Honourable Honourable Senators, as I said, we are moving to the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill number 7 of 2023. The Honourable Senator Asige is the mover of this bill, and she tabled a notice of an amendment to clause 55, which is not listed in the order paper. It's a new clause. And the standing orders allow her to be able to move an amendment without notice. So I'd like to invite her to move the notice.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. I beg for the following amendment to be made to the Persons with Disabilities Bill, number 7 of 2023. The insertion of a new clause, 56A, that the bill be amended by inserting the following new clause immediately.
Senator Sige, just hold on a little.
Senator, yes. This is innocent.
Honourable Senator, you can proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I beg to move that the new clause 56A now be read a second time. Chair, the justification for the addition of this new clause is quite simple. There are a population of persons with disabilities whom are referred to or categorized as persons with severe disabilities, Chair. And persons with severe disabilities means that their disability renders them unable to seek employment, no matter if they are of age, Chair, which includes disabilities, for example, those who are deaf-blind. That means people who are both deaf and blind and have no sensory ability therein. Chair, it also includes folks who have, for example, cerebral palsy mixed with autism, folks who are paraplegic or triple paraplegic. Basically, severe disabilities, Chair, means people with disabilities whose disability is so bad and so severe and has no chance of improvement within their lifetime that they have no other recourse but to be given home-based care for the rest of their life. Chair, the reason for this amendment is so that the caregivers and the legal guardians of these persons with severe disabilities are given some relief in their taxes, in their income tax, because these parents and legal guardians have a very huge task in front of them, a lifetime task of not only securing employment for themselves as the parent of this child with a severe disability, but of course taking care of said child with severe disability for the rest of their life. That means up to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, if that child proceeds to have a long life, will they need 24/7 care from a parent or a legal guardian. That means, Chair, that if that parent or legal guardian has no tax relief that is afforded to them through this bill, then they will incur huge costs. And at times, Chair, they are forced to remove themselves from full-time employment because they can't bear to have full-time employment and at the same time be at home taking care of this child with severe disability. And therefore, I propose to this amendment, Chair, that a new clause be added, which is 56A, 1 through 3, that gives income tax relief of up to 150,000 Kenya shillings, similar to a person with disability, what we receive right now, but now afforded to the parent or the legal caregiver, so that anything that they earn, which is up to 150,000, is rendered tax-free and thereafter is subjected to the normal tax bracket. Chair, this will absolutely not just give relief to, but release a huge burden that is upon these parents and caregivers who have no other choice but, of course, to take care of their child. What else will they do? Give them away? No. Let them stay in hospital? No. Let them be isolated in their homes? Of course not.
Senator,
these parents, thank you. These parents, of course, need this support, and I do beg the rest of the House to support this new amendment in Clause 56A. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. We are now moving into division on this. Sorry. Honorable Senators, I propose the question that closes. No, I propose the question that clause 56, that new clause 56A be now read a second time. Honorable members, we are now moving into division and new clauses. We've moved into division. I put the question that new clauses 56A and 78A be now read a second time. Members, you may now vote.
Well, the voting on the new clause 56A and 78A is underway for the two clauses to be read a second time. These are new clauses to the bill. The bill is the Persons with Disability Bill originating from the Senate, Bill number 7 of 2023, a bill by the Honorable Senator Crystal Asige. And the clause 56A, the Senator has just expounded on what exactly this new clause will be entailing, or rather seeking to achieve. And this was with regards to what she termed as persons with severe disability that renders these persons unable to seek employment, and they become totally reliant on home-based care, and that the persons who take care of these people then are rendered in a position that they require extra income, perhaps in that manner, to be able to take good care of these people. And the Senator was indicating that this new clause seeks to ask for relief, income tax relief, to these individuals or people who take care of.
The ayes 33, the nays 0, the abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Clauses with amendments. I put the question that clauses 4, 5, 14, 20, 24, 26, 29, 31, 43, 45, 55, 60, 62, and clause 2 be amended as proposed. You may now vote.
Well, the voting on the new clauses, that is 56A and 78A, has just been completed, and more clauses had received amendments, and those are the amendments that are being voted on now. But I want us to take a look at what exactly this bill, the Persons with Disability Bill, is all about. The object of the bill is to repeal the Persons with Disabilities Act number 14 of 2003 and have in place a law that is consistent with the Constitution. The bill places emphasis on human rights approach towards a realization of persons with disabilities in Kenya and societal responsibility to protect and promote them. That is the vote count underway. For 2 seconds, 1 second to go, and the voting has ended with 27, of course, voting to have those clauses amended as proposed, as you can see on your screen. And the bill sets out the interaction between the national and county governments on matters of disability. Each county is enjoined to enact its legislation to establish an institutional framework for ensuring inclusiveness of persons with disability and their representative organizations at county level. This bill also sets out the rights of persons with disabilities as articulated in the Constitution.
Senator Wakoli. Senator Sifuna.
As the voting continues, let's get to understand what this bill is all about. This bill, as I indicated earlier, is that it sets out the rights of persons with disabilities as articulated in the Constitution. These rights include the right to equality and non-discrimination, legal capacity, the right to a family, the right to privacy, and the right to health. The bill also spells out the rights of women, children, and older persons with disabilities. It also provides for safety and protection of persons with disabilities and their right to education, justice, sports, and recreation, and a barrier-free environment. It also provides for the need to ensure accessibility of persons with disabilities, adjustment, orders, and enforcement of right. Remember, what is currently underway is a voting on a number of clauses on the bill that had received proposed amendments. Some of the clauses that had received amendments include Clause 4, Clause 5, Clause 24, Clause 20, this is on the introduction of Kenyan Sign Language courses in all learning and training institutions. Clause 29, Part 1A, talks about every person with disability shall be entitled to use recreational or sports facilities owned or operated by the national and county governments free of charge. Clause 78A, which is a new clause, is with regards to consultation between the national and county governments. Part 1 of it indicates that the national and county governments shall perform their functions and powers under this Act on the basis of consultation and cooperation. Part 2 of it indicates that the council shall, in carrying out its functions under this Act, consult the Council of County Governors or any matter that affects.
Members, the results for that division are the ayes 28, the nays 0, the abstentions 0. The ayes have it. We now move to all clauses. I put the question that Clause 3, Clause 4 as amended, Clause 5 as amended, Clause 6, Clause 7, Clause 8, Clause 9, Clause 10, Clause 11, Clause 12, Clause 13, Clause 14 as amended, Clause 15, Clause 16, Clause 17, Clause 19, Clause 18, Clause 19, Clause 20 as amended, Clause 21, Clause 22, Clause 23, Clause 24 as amended, Clause 25, Clause 26 as amended, Clause 27, Clause 28, Clause 29 as amended, Clause 30, Clause 31 as amended, Clause 32, Clause 33, Clause 34, Clause 35, Clause 36, Clause 37, Clause 38, Clause 39, Clause 40, Clause 41, Clause 42, Clause 43 as amended, Clause 44, Clause 45 as amended, Clause 46, Clause 47, Clause 48, Clause 49, Clause 50, Clause 51, Clause 52, Clause 53, Clause 54, Clause 55 as amended. Oh, Clause 56. Clause 56 as amended. No, sorry. Clause 56, Clause 57, Clause 58, Clause 59, Clause 60 as amended, Clause 61, Clause 62 as amended, Clause 63, Clause 64, Clause 65, Clause 66, Clause 67, Clause 68, Clause 69, Clause 70, Clause 71, Clause 72, Clause 73, Clause 74, Clause 75, Clause 76, Clause 77, Clause 78, Clause 79, Clause 80, Clause 81, Clause 82, Clause 83, Clause 84, new Clause 56A, new Clause 78A, Clause 2 as amended, the title and Clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now vote. Honourable Senators, you are requested not to leave the chambers, please, because we will be reporting progress of the bill and there is third reading thereafter. So please don't leave. Honourable Senators, the results for that division is the ayes 33, the nays 0, the abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Honourable Senators, we are now done with the Committee of the Whole. I'll now call upon the movers to reply.
So then you'll call the mover.
Which one? The first one is
the equalization. That's the chair.
Can we have the mover of the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, Senate Bill number 30 of 2023? Chairperson? Yes. The next is what?
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, Senate Bill number 30 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I will put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, Senate Bills number 30 of 2023, its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
The next one.
The County Licensing Uniform Procedures Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2022. Mover.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate it is consideration of the County Licensing Uniform Procedural Bill, Senate Bill number 22, Senate Bill number 9 of 2022, and it is approved thereof with the amendments.
I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the County Licensing Uniform Procedures Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2022, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. The Agriculture Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of 2022. Mover? Okay, can we move to the next one first? Huh? Okay. Which is the next one? Honorable Senators, we will move to the next one. The Mung Beans Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of 2022. Mover?
Give me the mic. Okay, thank you. Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Mung Beans Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of 2022, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Honorable Senators, I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Mung Beans Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of 2022, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next, we have the Startup Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2022. Mover?
Thank you, Chair. I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Startup Bill, Senate Bills 14 of 2022, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I will put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Startup Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2022, its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next, the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bills number 7 of 2023. Mover?
Chair, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill 7 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Persons with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bills number 7 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. The Kenyan Sign Language Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2023. Mover?
Thank you, Chair. I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Kenyan Sign Language Bill, Senate Bills 9 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Kenyan Sign Language Bill, Senate Bills number 9 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Just a moment. back to the Agriculture and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of 2022. Mover?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Chair, pursuant to Standing Order 153, I beg to move that the Committee of the Whole